Hi everyone, today we are back with a much requested Q&A. So I have my laptop and I've compiled a list of questions from Instagram to ask Guy today. How do you feel?
I feel great.
For the moon.
I can't wait. I can't wait for all these questions that you've picked.
It has been a while. So
Yeah.
first up,
Okay.
are you going to do a detailed office tour and Dubai daily routine? Make it a long video.
Wow.
Is that a question or a request?
Sounds like a bit of both.
It does.
I do. That's kind of. I guess that's kind of lifestyle content, is
Like a vlog.
Yeah.
It would be really boring, I promise
It would,
you.
yeah. It would be really, really, especially if it was long. People would be throwing themselves out the window halfway through.
Just you sat there.
Just me, sort of. Yeah. I don't lead a very interesting life. Like I wake up fairly early and I do some reading, and then I go on the cross trainer for a bit. And I drink a lot of coffee, and then I go to work, and then I come back from work, and that's about it, really. It's like there's no Lambos involved, no yacht parties, no pool orgies, anything like that. It's
I hope not. In Dubai, instant arrest.
probably getting a lot of trouble for that.
And on that note,
Yeah.
no, I'm kidding. Maybe we could do a quick video tour of the office.
Yeah.
Once we have a few more things on the walls.
Yeah, the office is kind of bare at the moment, but yeah, okay. Once we've beautified the office a bit, made it a bit more cool and edgy, media tech company crypto vibe.
Yeah.
Then we'll do a tour.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Next, what are your go-to indicators for market bottoms?
Oh, okay. Three good. There are a lot of indicators I look at, but three off the top of my head. I think the first one I'd look at would be Bitcoin dominance. Mm-hmm. So the percentage of the total crypto market cap that is Bitcoin. Now, why is this important? Well, because I think firstly, people tend to move out of alts into Bitcoin, especially when the market is kind of going, down. So the higher the Bitcoin dominance goes, I think that's generally a fairly good indication that we're sort of getting towards the bottom. And then obviously as alt prices start to pump in a bear market, money moves out of Bitcoin and into alts. So I think Bitcoin dominance is a good one to keep an eye on. And it's always good to look, I think all of these indicators, especially, it's good to look at, it's good to compare them to different points in the whole crypto market cycle. So, you're looking at Bitcoin dominance now. What was it during the last bear market, for instance? How low, how high did it go? What sort of levels did it get to in previous years? So that's something to look for. I think another good indicator is the percentage of Bitcoin wallets that are in loss. That's always an interesting one to look at. And again, that is historical data that you need to look at there as well. That can give you an idea. If a lot of wallets are sitting at a loss, then chances are obviously prices have taken quite a bit of a dip. The higher that percentage is. If my memory serves me correctly, I think at the bottom of the last bear market, that was around about 50%.
Okay.
But don't quote me on that. But that's something to certainly look into. So the percentage of Bitcoin wallets in loss. Another good indicator I find useful is just sentiment. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index is a great one to look at.
Yep.
And again, look at it historically. What was it like during the last bear cycle, all that sort of stuff. Because sentiment obviously shows you kind of how people feel about the crypto market, how people feel about the market in general. And remember, markets react to human emotions. They're emotion-driven things. There's nothing, there's no kind of voodoo going on behind the scenes. It's people buying and selling, and that's obviously driven by emotion. So sentiment is a good one to look at as well. So those are three good indicators to look at. There are lots more. Perhaps a better thing to recommend would be two resources that you can look at for indicate. Well, three. I'll give you three resources. Bitcoin Talk. Is it Bitcoin Talk? No, sorry. That's a great site, but look into Bitcoin. Okay. Has got loads of really interesting charts and good indicators to look at. So look into Bitcoin. Benjamin Cowan, who we collaborate with on our weekly news and also our weekly live stream as well. He is great on indicators. So Ben Cowan's channel, Into the Cryptoverse on YouTube. That's great to look at. And also Glassnode. Glassnode has loads of good, just generally good data.
Yep.
So there we are.
Okay.
Long answer to a short question.
Yeah, very insightful. And I think it was a very good question as well, especially with what's happening in the market right now. Everyone's unsure if this is the end of the bear cycle or...
People want answers.
Yeah. So good question. Next question. What will the Coin Bureau look like in 5 years?
Ooh.
Guess that depends on the market, doesn't it?
Yeah. So will we be in a bull market in 5 years' time? I think in 5 years' time, the Coin Bureau will be a world-dominating media behemoth, straddling every continent apart from Antarctica.
Okay.
Hugely powerful, almost too powerful. I think, maybe not quite that. I would...
We're gonna take over the world.
Yeah, kind of, sort of evil James Bond villain-esque organisation. No, I think in 5 years' time, Coin Bureau will be bigger and better, but we will still be covering crypto. I think by that time, crypto will be so much more a part of the conversation. It will be it'll become so much more popular that I hope we're, a lot more kind of, I guess a bit more mainstream, although having said that, there's associations with kind of mainstream media there. I hope we're going to still be independent and we're going to still be objective. We're just going to be bigger and with more helicopters.
Yep, and more people from Web2 retail, so we can go and speak with a wider audience maybe. Yeah,
and hopefully with more personnel, with more researchers and presenters and all the other people who make this place tick.
Yes, definitely. I like the sound of it. Do I still have a job?
Not sure. You'll be head of the weapons division or something. Space division.
That works for me. That's suited to me. Next question. Do you like golf? Personal question.
No, I don't. I have nothing against it, but I don't. I have played golf before badly. When you do something and you just know, it's like, I will never be good at this.
Yeah.
This is not me.
The only time I played golf, it was with my grandma, who's like a semi-pro.
Really?
And she, I did one round, and she was like, no, just carry the clubs.
Okay.
You just be caddy. So that's how bad I am, and I've never played a game.
Okay. Well, I would say I'm probably that bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not very good at golf. Lots of friends of mine play it, though.
Well, and...
Another reason why I don't like it.
Just avoiding people at all costs.
Gives me an opportunity. Gives me a prime excuse not to hang out with people.
I think it's like a Marmite. You either love it or hate it. And I'm on the same side as you.
Okay. Finally, Macy, something we can agree on.
Next question. Do you think there's enough good news around to sustain the recent green candles?
No, I don't. And I really am as surprised as anyone by the recent pump, because
I'm really surprised.
Yeah, it doesn't make a huge amount of sense to me. I think it's been very much institutions driven. I think probably a lot of retail traders have kind of FOMO'd in, maybe over the past week or so. But yeah, every time I look at the news, I think a lot of people are kind of betting perhaps on a Fed pivot. People think that the Fed is going to reverse course on interest rates. This is despite the Fed saying that's not what we're going to do, and saying it a lot of the time.
So speculation.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation out there, but I don't. Yeah, I'm baffled. So no, I don't think there is enough good news around to sustain it, and I will be even more surprised if it does sustain for much longer. That said, of course, I'm surprised that it's happened. So I suppose it could keep going on for a bit longer. Anything could happen. This is crypto. Yeah.
Very true. Next question. What happens if and when many altcoins are declared as securities? Good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. That's kind of terrifying, really. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess. Yeah. Let's sort of hypothetically think. So let's say perhaps that, let's just imagine that Ripple was to lose its case against the SEC. Obviously, the question of XRP being a security is the whole crux of that case. So what would happen then? I guess the SEC would be kind of emboldened to go after other crypto projects. I don't think it would happen all at once, by the way. I don't think the SEC would come out and launch a whole load of actions against basically every crypto project or company that they can find. I think they would probably go after another company. I don't know which one that would be. But yeah, what would happen? I guess we would see people running those projects would be charged with securities violations, selling up unregistered securities. The upshot of that would be that anything that the SEC did label a security would be delisted from US exchanges. This is, of course, assuming that they're designated securities in the United States. So we would see delisting from US exchanges. I wouldn't necessarily think that they'd be delisted from other exchanges overseas, but certainly that would create enormous liquidity problems for those tokens. And those tokens would all take a very big dip in price, as happened with XRP when the SEC brought that case back in 2020.
It's crazy.
So that case is now entering technically its fourth year. Yeah, which
Fourth.
because it started in 2020, 21, 22, 23, so it's technically in its fourth year. It's straddled 4 years.
And it's still
and it's still going on. June is the latest date we've been given. Brad Garlinghouse, the Ripple CEO, was talking about that at Davos, I think it was, and saying, we're expecting a judgment in June.
Okay.
But, we were expecting a judgment just before Christmas. So, so that's brief. In a nutshell, it would be pretty cataclysmic, and we'd see lots of delistings, we'd see people being prosecuted, and we'd see a lot of prices go. So not good.
Well, let's hope.
Something to look forward to.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Please.
Moving on to a nicer subject.
Okay.
Is Dubai a haven for crypto enthusiasts?
What do you think?
I think, definitely. I go to a lot of events here, and the community is really strong, and I don't know if it's because we moved here and I just met up with people from the community, whereas when I was in London, I was hanging out with my regular friends.
Yeah.
But no, the community here is really strong, and people share contacts as well, so no one's gatekeeping anything. There's events happening all the time.
Yeah.
So I think personally, yes.
Yeah.
And obviously the fact that they have like a lot of incentives for Web3 companies, metaverse strategies. So their government as well is fully invested into blockchain, Web3, metaverse. So I think so.
Yeah, so that's certainly the impression. That's one of the reasons we came out here, why we relocated out here. There were many other reasons, but that was one of them. And there is a really cool crypto community here, and that people are so passionate and interested, and it's brilliant. I love it.
It is.
Weird and wonderful characters as well. There's some really real odd jobs about it.
Yeah,
Anyhow.
but it's great though. It's
good.
Fun. Which centralized exchange do you usually use?
Most often Binance, but don't keep your coins or tokens on exchanges. But I use Binance most often. Okay. I do use a few others, but
Binance and Swissborg.
Yeah, Swissborg is great as well.
Next question: do you plan to add any AI-based coins to your portfolio this bull cycle?
I was thinking about this the other day. Because when we were looking into ChatGPT and OpenAI for a video we did on our main channel, AI is definitely it's kind of suddenly shot to prominence.
Yeah, it's everywhere on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Every post on LinkedIn is about AI. So
it's definitely the future to a greater or lesser extent. So it's one of those things. It's kind of on my long to-do list is to sit down and sort of research some AI cryptos properly. I know of a few, but I don't really know much about them other than that they have an AI focus. But that's obviously quite a broad term. So I think AI is definitely a sector I'm going to explore, and I'd be surprised if I didn't find at least one AI crypto to add to the portfolio, because I think that's good growth potential.
Yeah, definitely.
As a sector.
Definitely. And you can share with
I'll share with all you guys. Another an interesting thing to note about actually cryptos and AI is that buying AI focused cryptos is one of the few ways to kind of invest in AI, because I don't think there are any really sort of public AI companies. It's still kind of, from an investment point of view, I think it's still fairly niche. So that could be a big overlap for crypto.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, and it's not going anywhere. it's only going to grow. So
yeah. I mean, videos like this will probably be done by AI in the coin bureau of the future in 5 years' time.
Our mouse will just be moving really weird. We'll just be in like one position the whole
It'll
time.
just be AI representations of us doing everything. We'll be out on the street by then.
Well, there's a new one as well. I just saw today that can record your voice, and then obviously you'd send a script to it or something of what you want it to say, and it speaks exactly how you would speak as well.
Wow.
Which is really weird. So weird.
We're all just going to be redundant. We're all just going to be sitting there just, I don't know what we're going to be doing. Playing golf.
I'm playing golf. Oh my God.
You're going to have to take up golf.
Something else maybe. A different hobby.
Yeah.
Next question. What is the reason for this pump in crypto?
Like I said earlier, my best guess is institutions kind of going in, talk around a possible Fed pivot, a general feeling amongst a lot of people that the economic situation seems to be improving. Obviously, we've seen inflation in the US come down fairly significantly. The last drop in CPI data from November to December was pretty significant. So inflation does seem to be going down. So I think that's contributed to sort of greater sentiment. But I do still think it's mostly being institutionally driven.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Next question. Would you rather have a Cornish pasty or a sausage roll? These are the pressing questions that we want. This is the important stuff.
Okay. Wow, this is a difficult one. All right, I'm gonna say sausage roll, but I'm going to caveat that with something very important. If I was in Cornwall itself, then I'd go for the pasty.
Okay.
Because Cornish pasties made in Cornwall are some of the finest food known to mankind. But outside of Cornwall, you tend to be on pretty shaky ground. So anywhere outside of Cornwall, sausage roll.
Okay.
Once I cross the river, is it Tamar? That's the border into Cornwall. Once I cross the Tamar, pasty all the way.
It's the Cornish delicacy.
Yeah. If you haven't had a Cornish pasty, get yourselves to Cornwall.
Are you happy with the life in Dubai?
Oh, that's a nice question. Yes, I am happy with it.
How are you feeling? Are you okay?
How are you, Guy? Everything all right? Yes, I'm very happy with the life in Dubai. It has taken a bit of getting used to. I'm enjoying it at the moment when it's slightly less hot. Well, it's dramatically
really nice
less hot
at the moment.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like sort of an English spring or early summer's day a lot of the time, which is just lovely. So I really like that. My wife and I have found a really nice house that we live in. And it's got a lovely garden and things like and nice things in it that we've bought.
Shiny things.
So that's good. And but I do miss the UK. But all I need to do to not do that is to look at the weather forecast for London and go, no thanks.
Yeah.
But yes, I am enjoying the life in Dubai. It has taken some getting used to.
Yeah.
Anything does.
Agree. And last but not least, have you found a routine that works out better for your sleep?
Oh yeah, because this was something I put out around New Year. I said my New Year's resolution, such as it was, I wanted to kind of improve my sleep and my concentration, because both are pretty rubbish, or have been pretty rubbish. But so I put something out on Twitter and had loads of really interesting replies.
Okay.
Lots of things. People were there were a few of them that I'd sort of already implemented over the years, like not drinking coffee after midday, no caffeine. Meditation was one, which I did used to do a bit of, but I've kind of got out of the habit a little bit. I haven't actually restarted that again just because I just don't seem to have the time. But I am sleeping a lot better. I haven't had any booze since the 1st of January.
Does that help?
That has actually really helped. I'm sorry
I'm
to
the
say.
opposite.
You've done nothing but drinks.
I get white girl wasted and I'm fast asleep. Any other evening, I'm just like wide awake, and then I'll check my phone and I'm just can't sleep.
Okay. Well, I must say, as sad as I am to say it, not boozing has really helped with my sleep.
Okay.
And drinking water during the day, but sort of not too much after a certain time. And also like screens. So someone recommended a kind of twilight filter for my devices. So I've got that on my phone and my laptop.
Okay.
And that makes a real difference. That just sort of it's a blue light filter, so it turns the blue light off after a certain time. So the screen goes a bit darker. But that really helps, I think. I think that's supposed to help your circadian rhythm. And also, I just try not to look at my devices past a certain time anyway, which can be difficult because, crypto never sleeps.
I know. I think that's my issue as well.
Yeah.
And then the moment I'm so tired, and then I'll put my head down and I'm like, I'm just going to check my emails or Twitter. And then I'm reading through like Twitter comments and
Yeah, I think you've got to have a cutoff time. Like, you're a night owl, aren't you?
I am anyway.
Yeah.
But
so, maybe cutoff time at 11 p.m. or something. No devices, no social media after 11 p.m. For me, it's like, around 8 p.m. Try not to.
in bed by 8:30.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so those seem to be working.
Okay, well, glad to
Is that
hear.
it for the questions?
That's unfortunately.
I was enjoying that.
That's it. But we can do another one
Yeah,
soon.
yeah. If people like this, then we will do another one in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, we left it quite a while since the last one. So let us know if you like this, and we can get some more questions, and we can ask Guy pressing questions like what pastries he likes best.
Yeah, it's pastry-based snacks,
the
most important one. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, and see you next time.
Bye.